Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to specifically the CRX Restoration build. I'm in the garage this morning actually. It's about 10:30 this morning, December 2nd. So it's a little cold again this morning, but the sun is out. So I tend to work on cars when the weather's good, which is nice. Well, at least when it's sunny. Anyway, I've got the injectors here on the bench. I've cleaned them up quite nicely. Little close-up of them for you there. Just basically wiped them down with a little bit of solvent, and it cleaned them up pretty good. So they've all been flushed and clean now. Basically what we're going to do now is slap on some new O-rings. So yeah, injector O-rings, exactly what they are. So we're going to put those on the injectors and then slap them in this nice new cleaned up fuel rail. So yeah, we're going to get to doing that, and then we'll get all this back in the car. Like I said, there's still more to do. It's a continuing build, obviously, so there's all kinds of stuff going on in the background, me ordering parts and getting stuff prepped for the next part of the build. So yeah, let's get on and getting this back in the car, and we'll start working, as they say. So stay tuned. All right, got the injectors all seated in, so it's ready to put the rail back on the car. So let's do that. All right, so fuel rail is 90% installed. Got all the injectors in there, all new hardware, new genuine bolts. Got the bracket back in, the air control, air temperature sensor hooked back up. Got the fuel line hooked up with new clips here. These are brand new Honda clips. So new PCV valves down there. Yeah, all new hoses on the breather from the booster, from the brake booster. Yeah, it's looking really good. Got the accelerator cable hooked back up. Now I'm just going to do the fuel line, the hard fuel line from the main fuel line into the injector, into the fuel rail, sorry. Yeah, that's the next step. Oh, and I mounted the injector something relay, something capacitor, something. I don't know exactly what that is. I think it's an injector capacitor or something like that, because it comes from the injector harness, so I'm assuming that's what it is. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get the main line hooked back up now, back to the fuel filter, into the rail. We'll do that now. It's actually down here on the floor. Show it to you. You got the gaskets and clean the rail up as best, the hose up as best I could. It's looking nice. So we'll put that back on now. Right, just digged out my new fuel rail cap. I don't know what it's called, or I don't even know what it does actually. Someone in the comments, tell me what this thing actually does, because I have no idea. So let's go ahead and thread that bad boy on. Got the new gaskets already on there. New seals. Cool. Go ahead and tighten that down to torque spec, and then I just got to hook up this side. I've got new copper gaskets there, O-rings or copper gaskets, because I replaced the fuel filter recently. You're obviously in the previous video that when we did the tune-up. So yeah, I'm gonna tighten that down now, get that tightened back up in the corner there, and then we're good to go on the intake manifold. So yeah, cool. All right, then we have some freshly painted products here. Nice, that's the clamp. That turned out really nice. We'll get that installed right now. And then these are the for the shocks, the internal shock, the dust boots. Now I'm gonna put the rear motor mount back on. That's ready to go. Got the zinc hardware, beautiful stuff. That's all ready to go back on. So we're gonna bolt that on now. We'll put this back on and get the clamps all fitted on that. And I'll get you updated to under the hood, because I've got some things that's coming in. So we'll get you updated now. Let's show you that. Right, so this heater hose here, I cleaned the internal bits of it, but I'm not really too happy with it. So it might be fine, but I'm not 100% sure about it, because I think it's broken down internally. I've got a new silicone hose coming that fits the Civic of this generation, but I'm not sure if it's the same as the CRX. So I've ordered it. It was only like 15 quid. So I've got that coming, 15 pounds. So I got that coming. So we're waiting to fit that. So I can't put the radiator back in and all that back in. Well, I could, but it just makes it easier if I have that pipe fitted. So yeah, so radiator's on order. I still need to drill out this mount here where the stud broke. The only broken stud of the car broke there, which is really good actually because it's quite accessible. So I need to drill that out and get that ready to put the new bits in for the lower radiator mount. Then we can put the radiator back in. We'll put the cover back, the bracket back on here. Still got to paint that. And then put the radiator back in. So what we're going to now is we'll put this pipe back in that goes in between here, right here, that I painted, and then we'll get the motor mount stuck back in down there. Kind of see the bolt. There you go, you see the bolts where it mounts to the transmission. We'll get that mounted, and then I'll fill you in on the subframe because that's getting worked on now. All right, we got the little transfer pipe here for the coolant lines that feeds the throttle body and the breather from the rocker cover. Got the new zinc hardware on it, both ends, really looking beautiful. Cool, so let's put that rear motor mount in then, and we'll keep going. Okay, just finished fitting the subframe bracket, the motor mount bracket. It's in there with all the new hardware. Gotten it torqued down. So next to go in down there is the subframe, and then we'll get the motor mount bolted back on, and then the engine can stop rocking around like a crazy thing. Yeah, so yeah, continue working on this, getting it back together. It is taking a lot of time because the weather hasn't been cooperative. It's been quite cold and rainy, and again, windy, kind of breezy now a bit. We just had a pretty violent storm come through the UK, 90-mile-an-hour winds down south, so which was breezy around here, but not crazy wind like that. But we do get them in the winter every now and then. So yeah, just waiting on that, man. The subframe. I'll show you the subframe next, because that's coming up next. Oh, and it was Freddie's birthday yesterday. Freddie's 6. He wants to play. That's his dinosaur from Wales. Front bumper's there. Right, continue the build. All right, back out in the garage. It's Thursday evening, about 6 o'clock. I got a hose in the mail today. So this is the Mishimoto heater hose. So hoping, fingers crossed, this fits because it's for the Civic. CIV means Civic. So hoping it fits the CRX. So let's get it out of the packaging. Mishimoto. See if this bad boy will fit our car. It looks like the right form. Can't tell you it's the right size yet, but we'll go check it. I'll be back. Oh, actually, before I leave, if you guys want to support the channel, we sell t-shirts, hoodies, beanies, t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, decals, keychains, all kinds of stuff, genuine parts. It's all on my website. I'll leave the description and the link. Supporting the channel creates more videos like this for the future builds, maybe in a future shop one day. Instead of working out my garage, that's the ultimate goal, is to get us a shop where we can work on cars, work on the Galant easier, work on the CRX easier. So yeah, anything you buy on my website helps supports the channel. Share the videos with all your Honda guru friends and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get cracking on the video. Right, I'm super excited to announce the hose fit. Got a brand new hose clamp on there. Brand new hose clamp on there. So yeah, if you guys own, if you own a ZC CRX, the 1.6 ZC engine, non-VTEC, this heater hose fits from Mishimoto. So I couldn't find anything online about reporting about the heater hose for this car. So what I'll do is I'll put the link to the part number. Actually, I'll just show you the part number, so you can. I think I might have showed it earlier actually. So that's the old hose there. I mean, it might be okay, but it just felt soft, and a lot of shite came out of it. So yeah, there we go. Here's the part number. So that fits the CRX ZC engine. And also, while I'm at it, and I'll share this with you guys, because if you watched the previous videos, or if you haven't watched the previous videos, you'd have known that I retrofitted the heater pipe across the back, the core pipe that runs from the water pump to the thermostat housing. So that is no longer available, but I ordered it for another D series engine. If I remember, I'll put the part number in the description. If you check back to my other videos, you could see there's a video of me installing that pipe in the back of the engine. So check that video out if you got a ZC engine in your CRX and you need that pipe. Yeah, and that hose. So a lot of groundwork stuff I had to figure out on my own, because there's not a lot of information about the ZC engine parts for it online that I could find. It's mainly for the VTEC engines and the single overhead cam engines, where some of it's, obviously the ZC is a little bit different. But yeah, so cool, man. I'm really excited about that. That's one step. Now I want to find one of these. I've been looking all over the place, but I don't think I can get an oil dipstick. I've read that the B series one doesn't fit, and the D series one for like the single overhead cam is different. It's longer, and you can't have it. You can't have the actual tube that goes in, the metal part that goes into the engine block, a different length, because it could interfere or not give you the correct reading. So yeah, so that's what I'm out to look out for. And now I'm just ready to put all this stuff back on, man, and get the radiator back in. The radiator should be here Monday, Tuesday, and then we can get that installed sometime next week if I've got the time to get out here and do it. And it's coming on. I mean, what do you guys think about the engine compartment? I mean, obviously don't look at the rocker cover, because that's getting replaced. Yeah, we've got a plan for that, so it's going to look really cool. So I know it's an eyesore right now, but if you look back there, it's beautiful. Right, so off camera, I went ahead and drilled that broken bolt that we had. I've got that cleared out now. That's ready to go. So we're going to install the lower radiator mount now. I'm going to put some anti-lock thread grease on there so it doesn't get rusted and seize again. And we'll go ahead and get these installed and see how they look. All right, got the lower mounts bolted in, ready for the radiator to go in now. And I'm going to ahead and fit the beam now. I've got that all painted, ready to go. Let me show you that, and we'll get that all bolted in now. Okay, got some new genuine clips that hold the hood release cable or bonnet release cable into the brace here. So I've got to put the latch back in. We're going to do that too also. So I got some new clips. I think I've got 4 of them here. That's the part number there, if you want to look them up. That's the part number there. So yep, I'll have these on my website too. If anyone's interested, you want to jump on my website and pick them up, you can. So yep, let's get these fitted. All right, there we go. The beam is back in place. The radiator support beam is back in place. All painted, got new hardware. The new clips that hold the cable. It's looking really good. Next step now is to fit the radiator back in, and then run the hoses, battery tray, battery, intake pipe, and then pretty sure the engine bay is pretty complete then. I've got the radiator and it came in about a week and a half ago. There's been quite about 2 weeks I haven't touched the car because holidays, because it's actually just after Christmas. It's the 27th today. So yeah, that's been delayed. I did do some stuff on the side. This is the front lip. This is the front bumper support. I'm going to get that powder coated. So that's getting all cleaned up because I've looked at it. It's a little bit rusty. So I'm going to clean that, get that powder coated. Obviously the powder coater is closed because of the holiday. I got all new hardware come in for the front lip because it was absolutely just rusted. I had to break all the bolts to get them off. So all those are going to get replaced with new zinc hardware that I've got coming in, new genuine Honda bolts. So yeah, so next step is the radiator, and we'll go from there and then put all the hoses on. It's looking really good though. I'm really super stoked about this. Now I am gonna clean this up. I haven't cleaned under the bonnet yet. I haven't done that yet. That will get done. Some of it's, fortunately, it's a little bit rusty on here. I have put some rust treatment on it. It's just surface rust. I did sand it down a bit and put some rust treatment on it. There's not much I can do about that other than getting it painted and getting it, but I'm not doing that. So the best thing I'm going to do is just strip it. I'm going to polish it up as best I can with some paint cleaner because you can see how grimy it is. That's basically how the car was. So I'm going to clean that up. That's going to be done later. I'm not doing that now. So yeah, let's radiators next. Let's do that. All right, guys, back in the garage. Just going to show a few things. This is one of the trims off the front bumper trim. Basically, it tucks underneath the headlight. I knew the car had the front bumper repainted, and you can tell. So I'm going to get all that old paint off the old overspray, clean all that up, get those looking nice. I've got some new clips coming from Honda. Again, all these stuff that I'm replacing, these clips and stuff, I will have them on my website. So if you're looking for them and you say, hey, I should replace those on mine, jump on our website. I've got them on there, good price, and you can get them right away instead of waiting 3 weeks from Japan or something like that. So yeah, that's what I'm working on now. I've got some bits in the ultrasonic cleaner right now that I'm working on that need to go to the zinker again. I'm gonna do a run back to the zinker again. So that's all gonna be in the next video. So I'm gonna end the video here because it's getting quite long now. Next video, we'll get the radiator fit, we'll get the hoses run, we'll get the battery tray, we'll get the batteries, the intake, all that stuff I just spoke about. We'll get that all fitted. And yeah, that'll be the next video. So thanks again for watching, guys, on the series. I hope you're enjoying the CRX build series. It's doing really well. It's a little bit longer than I expected because of the weather and time restrictions and stuff like that, and getting stuff finished is delayed it a bit. So, but that's okay. I've got all winter. So, and I've still got to do the rear suspension. I haven't even started on that yet. So stay tuned for all that. It's going to be fun. And I'll see you guys on the next CRX build video. Take care of yourselves. Guys, I've gone and done it again. I've gone too far. I've removed the windscreen wiper arms, and which is now, you know, I just don't know when to stop. So I've removed the cover here. Yeah, and this thing here, this wiper arm motor was just bothering me how mucky it is, and I can't clean it. It's just too hard to get to, and I want to get it vapor blasted like everything else. So yeah, I've removed it. What can I say? So it wasn't too hard, just a few clips, a few bolts, and I'm going to start taking this out now, and we're going to get that aqua blasted. So stay tuned for that in the next video.